Good morning, everyone. It's Saturday, another weekend wake up with Disney World Freak. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate it. As you saw in the thumbnail, I'm very excited about this, being a former player during my very youth years to now coaching my daughter and my team for the last 10 years. We'll talk about soccer. And what better way to talk about soccer than with building our own soccer team using just Disney animated characters. I think we're going to have a blast with this. It's a lot harder than what people think, man. I'm telling you, with so many characters, I struggled. We're going to find out in a second if the other guys struggled too. First, let me just mention Dean at the Live Place. Dean is fantastic. Happy birthday to Dean. It was his birthday yesterday. Go check out theliveplace.com. TV guide, internet guide for all the family-friendly streamers on YouTube. He's also check out the Live Place on YouTube, and in the chat he is Dreamers Empire. So say hello to Dean when you see him. Besides that, let's welcome in our other team builders or coaches in this matter. Good morning, gentlemen.
Hello,
Carlos.
Everybody representing.
Good morning. We've all squadded up in our kits.
That's right.
Check this. This is probably the most soccer you'll see on a Disney stream ever. So take it all in. Take it all in, guys, because soccer or football, the way some of us call it.
The word soccer is forbidden.
The word soccer is forbidden today? All right. So football, in the matter that we know it, is not the most popular sport in this country. It's getting there. I think it's still fifth in this country behind the other four, maybe even sixth behind tennis. And again, I can go seventh behind golf too, because I watch a lot more golf than what I do American soccer or American football. So. But yeah, take it all in, and I'm so happy these three guys, DizneyDan, Charlie from Disney Nerd Herders, and Jeff from This Our Dream, agreed to do this with me. What better way than these three guys that love the sport as much as I do? So, welcome in. Let me hit the chat real quick. Say good morning to Joey's World, Lisa and Joey. Good morning. Thanks for being here. Dan is here. Donna Jaworski. Good morning, Donna. Thanks for being here. Jeff Resendiz, good morning. How is it across that little river of ours? Looks pretty sunny over on your end. That's about it right now, but that's all right. It's Saturday morning. Everybody's just getting up. Gentlemen, who wants to start? How are you, sir? A little bit about yourself. Everybody knows everybody, so we don't have to go through that. My question is, how big of a struggle was this to put this team together?
I didn't have much trouble.
Oh,
I did. I struggled.
Well, I had about 12 hours in the car to think about it. So
I'll tell you what. I think we should clarify that there are no Pixar, Marvel, or Star Wars characters involved. So it was quite difficult for me to kind of find a team using all the characters. And there are so many characters, but finding a good chemistry was quite difficult. So now you know how seriously I took it.
For the ones,
Same way, Dan.
yeah. Well, Dan and Charlie, we were talking off stream, and Jeff got in after. But yeah, Dan all of a sudden made us put some bench players on, a head coach. Dan took this really serious a little bit. He's ready to field the team against Tottenham Hotspurs right now.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone else's team and their formations and their managers and their captains and their bench players, and yeah.
Do any of you guys play the Top 11 app?
No.
No, that's the one that I would would have thought that you might have, Dan, because it's backed by Jose Mourinho, and it has his picture everywhere. And my imaginary soccer team is worth over $4.3 billion. So
Wow.
just put it out there,
Well, we've got this
I ain't
thing.
fooling around.
We've got this thing that we play with my friends at home. It's called Online Soccer Manager. It's also an app.
Okay,
And you have to sell players and play within your league.
It's the same thing as Top 11, yeah.
Right. And my team, so Tottenham and Watford, my teams were taken. The only good team that was left was Chelsea. So I'm playing as Chelsea. But I signed you'll like this, Carlos, Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, I won't like that because I don't like him.
Well, I do. And I also signed Italian legend Maldini as well to my team.
So there you go.
That is my team. And actually I'm playing Watford, my team, in the next game today. So it's quite fun. You're playing all these apps and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good.
I might wear the shirt proudly, but in nowhere in my home does it say Ronaldo behind it or anywhere else in his house. No, I mean,
are you more of a Deco fan when Deco was playing?
No, I'm more of a Figo fan when Figo played.
Figo, yeah.
More of a Rui Costa when he played. Yeah, I had more fun watching the older team from the early 2000s, late 90s. My favorite game, and I ended up listening to it at work, was the Euro Cup against England when they went down to PKs.
Yeah,
that was.
I
remember that game fondly, and I remember fondly the game where there was a big fight with the refs at the end of the game against England itself 4 years earlier.
And now you know why England can't take penalties. except the last World Cup where we actually won a penalty shootout for the first time in like 12 years. But I remember that penalty shootout with England and Portugal. I didn't know who to, because I love Portugal as well, but obviously it was hard to see my team go out at that point.
Hey, welcome in, Steve Michaels. How are you, sir?
Hey,
good morning. Thanks for being
Steve.
here. Appreciate it. Well, we know Jeff is Italian, so he's got his Juvie shirt on. How do you are you enjoying the Ronaldo time so far? Since we're on the Ronaldo time.
I really enjoy watching Ronaldo play. I think he's just that much faster than the next guy. He's just got that extra step. He's got that leaping ability. I think he's a playmaker. I wish he was a little more of a team player, but you got to admit he's fun to watch. He's fun to watch.
Oh yeah, he's a blast to watch. And I was going to say earlier, I'll thank him like I thank Tom Brady for the Super Bowls and what he's done for the team. I just don't like neither one of them.
Yeah,
that's just me. Thanks for the Euro Cup. That was great to watch. I was homesick with the swine flu back then, and we had parades up and down these streets because we're in a big Portuguese city here in Mass/Rhode Island, and I'm telling you could hear the horns coming from downtown. It was crazy, and I couldn't have any fun with it. But again, how did they win that game without Ronaldo? Ronaldo went down 18 minutes in, crying like a Charlie representing Liverpool, buddy. Where Charlie knows I'm a Liverpool fan. I am. I love watching that whole team play, and what a year they were or are having. Supposedly everything's supposed to get going. Late May? Games are supposed to start up again.
Yes, that'll be great. We need 2 more to raise our first trophy since 1990. League trophy. It is. But yes, rock and roll football at its best, people. Right here.
I will say this. As much as I admire Liverpool for having a fantastic season, and if you do win the next 2 games, and that's it, I will be happy that the only team that beat Liverpool this year.
Wow.
My proud
Here
Watford.
it is. That was a well-deserved game. You guys played awesome. We played
That
like
was
shite.
what a game. I remember texting you straight after. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but yeah,
Hundreds and hundreds of texts. Dan, there was oozing through my phone. It's going,
it's like the thing is, like, if it was like Manchester United or if it was like Chelsea or Tottenham, then it wouldn't be such a big of a deal. But as a small team like Watford, my hometown, to beat Liverpool, who are unbeaten, I mean, that's a big thing. Like, that's huge. So
yeah, I like Watford. I like some of the little teams. I don't mind losing to, because they're really. I just like the teams as well, and Watford's one of them. I mean, they're like they're hard scrappers, you know. And I really like
we play
them.
rough. Though our team has always been supported by Elton John, and we've got like Elton John songs all around the stadium. I actually met Elton John at the stadium, which is cool. He used to own it, and he used to own the club. So Elton is a big sort of fondness for our team. So. Yeah, but my hometown is literally down the road from me, so it's quite good to be so close.
Well, that's cool. Now, we'll get into our teams real soon. We got 90 minutes. Is anybody else like me a little bit? I enjoyed the underdogs, and I'm not calling Watford the underdog, but
we are. Trust me.
No, but when I'm sitting there watching. Let's say Chelsea play, a Watford, and it's tied 1-1 with 10 minutes left. I'm into that game. Like, please, Chelsea lose. Pull something off. I enjoy the underdogs. I really do.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some one of the best moments I think in English football history was it was a playoff final to get into the Premier League, the top league. And it was Watford versus Leicester City. And Leicester City had a penalty. It was like the 93rd minute into stoppage time. And they go up, they take the penalty, and Almunia, our goalkeeper, saves. And then 2 minutes later, we ran the other end, and we score on the 95th minute. And the whole pitch just floods. And it was just a phenomenal sort of moment. I think not just in Watford history, but in general football history. It was just one of those things that you couldn't imagine it happening, from 93rd minute being a penalty against us to 95th minute for us winning and going up to the Premier League. And then Leicester City have to one-up us and win the whole league the next year. But that's not the point. But still, it was what a moment.
That was a great year. Leicester City winning the championship. I enjoyed that.
Amazing.
Again, the underdog. And I was always a Schmeichel fan. His father. So watching the son win something with Leicester was great.
Yeah.
What was the father's name? Peter Schmeichel, wasn't it? Petra
Casper Schmeichel
is the son.
Yeah, Casper's the son.
The father was. Yeah.
Peter, I think, is the father.
Peter is the father. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how far back I'm going. God, when did he retire? 15 years ago, maybe. All right. I don't know. Let's get this going. So, like I said earlier, us four gentlemen here put together our Disney animated soccer squad team, football squad. Excuse me, Dan. I don't want to upset anybody. No, and I'm telling you, I struggled. I went through lists. I was on my phone looking at lists because I can't remember every animated character there is in Disney, and I wanted to make sure we didn't use anybody we weren't supposed to. So even Michaela, my daughter, was making fun of me. My wife's like, "You're so concentrated on that." I'm like, what else is there to do? We're stuck in the house right now. This is great. So the way we're going to do this format is we're going to start off we're going to do not position by position. We're going to go goalie, then a defense. Everybody's going to have their turn. Midfielders, and then strikers. We'll announce teams that way.
Yep.
And then we'll go with head coaches. Some of us have bench players. Some of us might be adding a bench player or two right now as we speak.
I have a head of finance as well too, so don't forget.
Who owns the club?
Charlie's got a head of finance. I'm sure you found a mascot too. And if I know Charlie, he probably even wrote a team song to go along with it.
No.
So either Dan's going to start singing some Elton John, and Charlie's going to break into the Liverpool theme. I don't know what Juvie has, but if Jeff wants to sing it too, we'll start singing that as well. So let's start off with goalies. Who wants to go first? I know I don't.
Well, maybe we should start with formation first, right?
Yeah, do formation and goalie first.
You want to do formations first? All right, I'm going to go in order. I'll keep it in order and track by my screen. So we'll go Dan, Charlie, Jeff, because that's the way I'm looking at it. I don't know what it looks like.
It's the same for us, yeah.
Okay,
right, so I went with a 4-4-2, standard 4-4-2, but I changed up my midfield. I put my midfield in a diamond shape. So I had a left wing, a right wing, and then a center attack mid and a center defense mid, so they can support not only the defense but also the attack. I've got. I'm going to try and do it at a glance, so you guys can't see my exact choices. So I got 2 strikers, center attack, center defense, left, right, and then my 4 at the back. That's kind of like my formation. I thought it'd be quite good, just because a standard 4-4-2 is quite a good formation. It's well balanced, but I wanted my centers, my midfield, to sort of support my forwards and my defenders. So that's kind of where I went for my formation. And my goalkeeper is, I thought about with my choices. I chose it for very specific reasons from different films. There is one person who is agile, who can get around the goal, who very, very convincingly was able to catch a frisbee that no human could, and that was Hercules. Now, Hercules, obviously, he caught that frisbee right at the beginning of the movie. Though he did crash sort of everything around him, he still caught it. So if he can catch it's like that movie Dodgeball. If he can catch a frisbee, he can catch a football.
You can catch a wrench, you can catch a football.
So he's very agile, he's very quick, and obviously he, at that point he didn't have his godlike powers. He was just super strong. But when he means super strong, he's strong in the legs as well. So he can, he's very agile, he's very quick, and he's definitely a perfect fit for a goalkeeper. Because obviously you need someone who can use their hands. He's the only player who can use his hands. So that's why I chose Hercules. I think he's a good, strong, tall, quick person who can get around the goal very quickly.
Nice choice. I got him on my team, but not there. But definitely a good choice there. Awesome. All right, Charlie, what you got, buddy?
I'm going with rock and roll football 4-4-3. All right. I find I don't like the 4-4-2 just because I like attacking rock and roll football. I like my left and right backs to also act as wingers, and they run their socks off, and I've got the guys to prove it. You'll see. For my keeper, all right, I am, as you can see, I made my little chart here. I'm going to fill it as we go, so that way you guys can't see my picks on my other thing. So my keeper I picked, I went with the lady with the hair who shows she's got spunk, who shows she's got range. I'm going with Rapunzel. Nothing is going to get past Rapunzel and her hair. I don't care how quick you are. She's got it covered. She's gonna keep our clean sheet. Rapunzel. She is my keeper of choice. Hooray for Rapunzel!
Yeah, I like that pick.
Good choice. Good choice.
I love that pick.
Makes sense.
Able to use
Now,
her hair.
are you not
She's very talented with her hair. You guys.
are you not afraid of the ball going through the hair?
No.
Not through the hands like a normal goalie, but through the hair. Nice pick. I like it. Hitting the females nice and early. Like it. All right, Jeff. What you got?
All right. So I'm going for a 4-3-3. So if you're not familiar with soccer, that's 4 defense, 3 midfield, 3 strikers. I do a sweeper stopper defense. So I have 2 wide. I have the sweeper and stopper. I like to spread the field out. So I have the 3 midfielders, the right and the left. They better have white paint on their shoes by the end of the game because they're supposed to be out wide. So I like to spread the field out. I like to have that, you have a square pass, you have the forward pass, you have the through pass. So that's what I've grown up with. That's what I've always played. I've had my girls playing the 4-3-3. And for the goalie, I'm going with Mr. Big Hands himself, Wreck-It Ralph.
Nice.
Nice.
He's got those huge hands that he can throw the ball a mile, get the ball out of there. I think those hands would cover up probably 3/4 of the goal by themselves. So that's why.
And there must have been like a FIFA game he must have been in at one time, so he knows the game.
Right.
Like it. I like it. I had him. Listen, if you could see, I did a lot of it with pencil. So there's a lot of, you can't really see it, but there's a lot of erasing there. And Ralph was my goalie twice.
Wow.
Twice he was there. He didn't stay there. He didn't win the job, but he tried out a couple of times and I had to cut him both times, unfortunately, but not completely cut. And we'll get into him later, but still a great choice. He was there for me.
They're gonna need a lot of backup balls. He's gonna be those balls are gonna be popping everywhere
in his hands, right? And he's got the arm, so he can throw it halfway across the field. He doesn't have to punt it all the time.
As long as he has a shutout, I don't care how many balls he breaks, right? Well, that didn't
Soccer
come out
balls.
Right. Soccer balls.
Soccer balls.
Football balls. Sorry, that didn't come out right.
Welcome in, Ed, Mindy, VIP Project. Thanks for being here, guys. Good morning. Thank you for joining in this football conversation. I appreciate it. All right. I myself am also doing a 4-4-3 with a stopper sweeper and also with a diamond-shaped midfield. I play a defensive mid, a striking mid.
Did you say 4-4-3? Because that's like an illegal team right there.
What? Did I say 3? 4-4-2.
You actually a coach?
I want a 4-4-3.
Listen, it's my show. I'm going to cheat if I want to.
I'm going to have 20 people on my team. I've got Dash from the Incredible.
You can afford for me to cheat because you have like a bench longer than my team. So I know you got bench players and everything. So yeah, that's what I've always coached. Like Jeff said about coaching his girls, I've always coached my girls the same way with a stopper sweeper. It's just more. With my team, my real team, it's just more convenient to have a sweeper than playing a flat 4. But my goalie. I chose him just for size. Size alone the mobility is not all there, but size alone covers 3/4 of the goal. You figure you ain't gonna have to move much. You might not get the balls down low, but hopefully the defense will take care of that. But I'm going with Baymax.
Nice.
Baymax in goal. You're gonna have to hit the corners to score on him, but again, the mobility down low, the arms, the short arms, I don't know, but you might get the high ones.
See, he's on my list, but not a goalie.
Yeah. Baymax was more of a trainer on my team.
Interesting.
I did not have Baymax on my team. I think he's too much of a lush. I don't think he's has that killer instinct. Killer instinct to be on my team.
The chip if Hero put it in him.
he says right in the movie, "I am not fast." Right?
But hold on, we can't.
The Michelin
Is
Man.
this basic version 1 Baymax without the red and the wings, and it's just basic puffy
Just
Baymax?
basic Baymax.
Okay.
The Baymax we go take photos with in Disney World.
Okay.
That's the Baymax. The cuddly big guy who just stands there and just tries to. Oh man! All right, so I think I won the goalie position. I mean,
No, Hercules, dude. I've got a god on my team.
I don't know. I'll give it to the blonde, possibly. Who doesn't like a good blonde in goal?
Yeah.
Rapunzel there. So, all right, it's a tie. They're all going to be ties, but okay. I think I may allow the most goals the way I look at this list right now. Yeah,
That's a good bet.
I think after the first 10 minutes, the head coach is screaming, "Keep it low, keep it low." Baymax ain't going back. You ain't getting back up anytime soon. Oh, guys. All right. Anybody else? Let me catch in this chat real quick. We go to TikTok. Santa, who's going to want to cover Angry Croc? True. Angry Cock. I wonder if anybody's got the Angry Cock on their team. We'll get there. Waterbot. Oh, like the Waterboy bot. Yeah,
Waterboy
Baymax
bot.
could have been a Waterboy.
Or Wally is the water boy.
Oh, man. And I already welcome in for IP Project.
Wally would make
Alright.
a good water boy too.
Oh, man. All right. I guess we'll hit the defense next.
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr. Dan.
So I've called this the big boy defense team back here in defense. These are big boys. They are not only are they big, but they are quick. And the more they go out towards the wings, the quicker they are. Okay. So center backs. I got 2 center backs, 2 pretty much identical characters. Not only are they big guys, but they are very, very quick. I've got Baloo from the Jungle Book, and I've got Little John from Robin Hood. 2 big guys. They are quick. You know they are quick because they run in their movies, and they are actually quite. They're both bears. Bears are actually quite quick, and you need a big, strong center backs to support your goalie. On the wings, again, they both need to be quick, but they also need to support your wingers more up front. So I've chosen big guys, but they're actually quicker. So I've chosen the Beast as my right back from Beauty and the Beast. Because if you've seen how quickly he climbs his castle at the end of the movie, it's good stuff. And I chose Maui at left back. Because not only is he quick, if you see him, jump around with all the Kakimura, that scene in the movie where he jumps around and is very agile, very quick. Not only does he have his hook and he can transform into any animal that is quick as well, like a cheetah, he's also a big guy and he can help support his defense as well. So Maui left back, Beast right back, Little John and Baloo center back. That's why I called it the big boy defense of my team.
Good choices.
Nice. I like it. I like the Beast on the outside there.
Yes, I also had Little John as my backup, one of my backup central defenders. So that's how awesome my real defenders are. You just wait. Yes, I agree. I agree. You need big, strong guys as your central defenders, part of the spine, as they call it. Is it my turn? You want me to start now, or did I cut you off?
Yeah,
I'm good with those are my picks. So,
all right, yeah. So I also went with a strong central defense. Okay, you need strong, tough dudes that no one's gonna want to mess with. That they're actually scared to go next to. You don't want to go near these guys because they're gonna wipe you out. They're gonna injure you. They're gonna mess with your head. They're making you think twice before you even shoot the ball, right? So my central defenders, I went with Chernobog and Hades. Two bad dudes, two big, bad dudes you do not want to mess with. I actually call them the Big Bad Dude Connection. All right, that's my Big Bad Dude Connection.
Sounds like a wrestling tag team right there.
First of 3 connections that I have on my team, by the way. And then I went with very quick outside guys as well. Mine, I went See, this I went with Nick Wilde as my. This is my right back is Nick Wilde. He's very quick. Foxes are quick. They're intelligent though too. I want quickness. I want animal instincts. I want intelligence on my team. And then down here we have another smart little rabbit guy who's very, very quick. Brer Rabbit is my left back. So we got foxes on the right side. We got the rabbits on the left side. We got the dudes down the middle. No one's getting through this defense, but also this defense is also part of my offense. As I said before, we are rock and roll football. Nick Wilde and Brer Rabbit is going to be a big part of the offense when they start running down those sidelines and messing up people's defenses. So because they're just going to cause so much trouble, and they're going to be too quick. They're going to be unstoppable. I really feel sorry for you guys. We're winning the league. Sorry. After all, our name is Disney Trophy Herders today. Okay, I'm going for the trophy. We're not messing around.
All right.
Take it away, Jeff.
All right. I call this defense the wall because I don't even need a goalie with this defense in there. All right. So I picked the biggest, baddest guys that I could think of for my 4 defenders here. So I'm gonna go with my sweeper. So nothing's getting by my stopper, but if perhaps they do, I have this sweeper there just to sweep everything away. So for my sweeper, I have Hercules, which Dan already has as his goalie. So I don't even need a goalie because I have Hercules back as my sweeper.
It's a good choice.
For my right back, I have Tarzan because nothing's getting by that monkey guy. Left back, I have Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove. Big dude. Big dude.
Yeah.
But those 3 guys don't even need them because my stopper is the Beast. Nothing's getting by the Beast, and Beast is moving up. Beast is moving up with the midfield too. So,
who's your sweeper again?
My sweeper's Hercules.
Oh, Hercules. That's right.
You just got to make sure Kronk doesn't get distracted by cooking in the kitchen of something of that restaurant, or
yeah,
because he's not the most intelligent guy.
At halftime during snack time, he might get a little distracted, but besides that,
see, I had him on my list as my cheerleader.
Oh man. All right, guys. I hope everybody that's watching is having fun with this along with what we are. Throw in the chat, some of your picks, and we can discuss some of your picks too. Throw them in there. Put your own team together while we're at it. Steve Michaels, Gaston looks really athletic. Gaston, yeah, he's on my list somewhere. We'll get to him real soon, and hopefully he's on somebody else's list, and we can talk about him. Yeah, so I play again to stop a sweeper myself. So, but looking at everybody's list and mine, and I don't know. I feel small, very small. So my stopper is Wreck-It Ralph. I got Ralph as my stopper. Just like, and I don't think any of them are watching, but just like my girls' team, my stopper has always been my toughest girl on my team. She's, ever since she was small, she's been with us since she was 7. She's, and I didn't pick the Beast, but she is a beast. She's a hell of a stopper. So, that's why I thought of Wreck-It Ralph, strong upper body, holds that line really well. So we got Ralph there. My outside backs, I got Prince Eric. He never gives up. He's on my left side. He goes for that prize no matter what. He pushes forward, pushes back. And the other side, I got picked on really a lot by my wife. But it reminds me again of my own team. My right back has always been, one of my fastest backs. And I got Peter Pan there. I got little pixie dust, Peter Pan. He can, because I'm one of those. My defense is pretty much my midfield. We attack. my team, this team, we attack. Those outside defenders, they're playing more midfield than they are. They're playing backs. And my sweeper, another little guy, but just like my team, fast. Can get in a spot real quick without even being seen, and that's Aladdin. Aladdin's my sweeper. Aladdin's going to get to that ball if it gets by the stopper before any attacking forwards will. That's
I had Peter Pan as
my guy. Again, very small. They're small, but they're quick. They'll hold their own.
Yep.
Peter Pan was my backup keeper.
Wow.
I thought you were going to say he's your backup cheerleader real quick.
Keeper, no, because he's quick. Just you want those people that can get quick and keep the ball out, and
I had my not to go back to the goalie, but I also, I had for goalie too. I had Ursula as my goalie. I figured with so many arms and everything,
Oh yeah, it's a good one too.
Yeah. Didn't even think.
All right, before we get to midfielders, let me check this chat real quick. Stone looks really athletic. We got to that. Not to be confused with Pink Floyd. Would any cast of The Incredibles or any Pixar movie count? No, we left, Lisa, Joey, we left out Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars. Pretty much everybody with superpowers. We just stuck to Disney's animation characters. You all need one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When you said no Pixar, my pick was completely out. I don't know if you guys have seen Monsters University with that big guy playing American football who just crushes everybody. That was my pick. It didn't need anyone else.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to, I didn't want the superpowers and everything because we can do a whole nother team with just superpower characters.
Oh yeah.
So I wanted to stick to Disney and have fun with it. If you all need one player, Maleficent, she just waves her hand and wins all the games. True. Dan, John Morgan, good morning, sir. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Brandy and Dave, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
David.
I don't see any hearts, so Dave, good morning, buddy. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it.
Daniel.
We are at midfielders, and if everybody joining in now, you saw the thumbnail. We're putting together an animation football team. And no, I don't mean, the ones with the helmets. I do mean football with the U. Football team.
No.
Team.
The sport you actually play with
your feet.
Yes.
I mean, the person who came up with the word soccer should be shot, drawn, and quartered.
Thank you.
I mean, it's the stupidest name.
Right here.
It was all politics with the people who came up with with American football. You barely even play it with your feet. And let's not name this.
It's fake rugby.
Happy thoughts. All right.
Michelle the Quilter, welcome in there. Thanks for being here.
Oh,
So we're at midfields. We've gone through goalies, which I think I won. I think we went through defense. I think I won that too.
I'm sorry.
My
wall of giants can't be beat in my defense. Come on.
Yeah, Rapunzel's gonna take a big fright.
I got the low guy.
Oh dear.
Oh man, we are at midfielders. This should be fun. Midfielders. Dan,
right.
Here you go.
So here's my thing, right? My defense are big guys, the big guys. So you got Maui, Little John, Baloo, and Beast. These are all big guys. They are strong and they're tall. And I think this is where we kind of separated with a lot of you guys who went for more sort of quicker, like really, really agile, quicker players. Which is why I saved my quicker players for my midfield, for my strikers, because you don't need quick players for the defense. You need big, strong, tough guys. That's why I think Chernobog and Hades was a good pick, in my opinion. But
Definitely was.
I'm going to start off with my center defense mid. This is the guy who is not only midfield, but he'll support the defense. Again, big guy. Technically, he's not a guy. He is a robot, and I chose Baymax. Now, let me tell you why. Baymax not only is playing center defense mid, he is my captain of my team, and I'll tell you why. He is the only Disney character in history to have any experience playing football. at all. If you think about it, he is the only one. He kicked the ball right in Hero's bedroom. A Disney character has ever played football. Hence why he's my captain. He knows the ball. He's the circumference of the ball. He's a robot, so he's very, very smart, right? And yes, he's a big dude, so no one's gonna get past him. Yes, he's a bit slow, but he will have his armor and his wings, so he can easily fly around the pitch, easily supporting his defense. Solid center defense mid, very well balanced, and I mean he's a good sportsmanship as well. He's good calculating, perfect choice for my center attack.
This is my red card. Red card. No flying allowed. No flying. No superpowers allowed.
Hit the shower.
For my center attack mid, the one who's going to support my strikers, I chose Mulan. Mulan, strong pick, strong woman, very, very agile, very accurate, good at fighting, hence she'll be quite good. She's good with her feet, very sort of in the zone, and she look, her whole movie was to be, to be stronger than men and to be in the army with men. So obviously she's going to be as tough and strong and quick as men. That's why I put her in a good striker supporting role. She will support the midfielder, but if there's that opportunity on goal, she's going to take it. For my left wing and my right wing, I chose two characters that are exceptionally quick. Very, very quick. And not only are they quick, but they are very sort of agile. They can move very quickly. Tarzan on the right wing. If you've seen his feet going through the branches, come on, he's quick. He can move that ball around very, very quickly. And Aladdin. I mean, just the one jump ahead song at the beginning of the movie, he's able to move around that town so quickly. Avoid those people, avoid those guards, easy peasy. So my summing up, midfield, Baymax center defense mid captain, Mulan center attack mid, so playing more forward, Tarzan on the right, Aladdin on the left. Done. Jobs are good and easy peasy.
I like those choices. I have some of those choices.
Charlie,
on my
Charlie,
team
hold on a second. Just for a second,
Yep.
please. I welcomed in Brandy and Dave. Today is Gigi's birthday, so happy birthday to Gigi. Don, if you could throw in the link. I see Donna's here, Joey's here. If anybody could throw in the link real quick to Brandy and Dave are going live with Gigi's birthday party.
Happy birthday, Gigi.
If you can throw that link in there for Brandy and Dave, I'd appreciate it. I know I'll be tuning in and checking it out. So, Gigi, happy birthday. I hope you hope it's a wonderful one. I know it's tough with everything that's going on. You know, stuck in the house. Usually down in Disney for your birthday. So, but eventually you'll get down there again. But I hope you have a wonderful birthday with your family and everybody that jumps on the stream later on. I know I'll be in the chat. So, happy birthday to Gigi.
David said Daniel's down to 10 and he's only at the 41.
He's only for, yeah. All right, Charlie. I'm sorry, but I didn't mean to cut you off there. Go ahead.
Oh, it's okay. No worries. Yeah, like I was saying, I have some similar players that Dan has in different positions, though. But Mulan was my backup mid. That's how strong my real team is. Just
as if we haven't been reminded enough times.
Yeah. All right, so yes, I find myself in similar position with Dan. I like two strong kick butt defenders. That's why I took my Chernobog and Hades. I'm creating the spine. You need to have a strong spine. Okay, so to continue that spine, and I have quick outsiders, Nick Wilde and Brer Rabbit. So to contribute to that, my midfielders now do not have to be big tough guys, but I picked one anyways. All right, my central midfielder, I went with Hercules because Hercules he's the utility guy that can do everything. He is a very, very strong player. He's very fast. He's very agile and sportsmanlike. And then I have on my outside I have Tigger. Wow. He's very quick and bouncy. I picture him smashing a football from anywhere on the field. And then down here we have from Zootopia, we have Judy, right? That's her
Judy
name?
Hopps. Judy Hopps. Yeah.
Judy, yeah.
Judy Rabbit. I waited for Judy Rabbit because I wanted to make sure I have the rabbit connection down here. We have Brer Rabbit. We have Judy Rabbit. My left wing has the rabbit connection. You know, rabbits think alike. They're very quick. You know, I think they'll work very good as teammates. You know, maybe there'll be a romantic involvement there. You never know. But yeah, I like my midfielders to be able to run. Just like, you know, this is rock and roll football. They need to be able to support the offense. They need to be able to get their butts back and support the defense when needed. Can't be just sitting around, moping around like Ronaldo, just sitting around. You need to be runners to make my team. You need to have that killer instinct, and you need to be able to contribute on both ends of the field. That's why I have Hercules as part of my spine, Tigger down the right side, and I have one more connection to come in the future. Tigger on the right side, Judy Rabbit on the left side. I have quickness. I want every player to be able to think for themselves and know the game, and they all have to be able to know each other's positions and be able to back each other up. Smart players are good players. Take it away, Jeff.
Wow. Okay. I just want to go on record
Welcome
saying
Hey, Walt.
Hey, Walt.
Mulan didn't even make my practice squad. So
Wow.
okay.
Big
So for
play,
my
man.
for my midfield, I went with youth. I went with the people that I thought could run all day. They could support the defense, support the offense. They're all over the place. Never get tired. This is the heart of your team, the midfield. Nothing's getting by these. Don't even need the defense. Center mid is Pocahontas. She's diving off cliffs. She can run all day. Young. She can shoot from 40 yards out. I don't know that for a fact, but I'm sure she can.
Yes, I picture her doing that too. Yeah.
For my right mid, I'm picking Will Robinson from Meet the Robinsons.
Wow.
Again, going with youth.
Great
Going
movie.
And my left mid, I'm going with Mowgli from the Jungle Book. You saw how he got away from Shere Khan. He's got all the moves, speedy, all over the place. He can run all day, being in that jungle, right? Avoiding jungle creatures. So that's my midfield. That's the heart of my team. They're gonna support the defense, support the offense. No, we're not gonna get any red cards, no yellow cards. They're gonna keep their heads, be team players.
Like it. I like it.
I like it. I like it how we started off as well. Pretty soon, Jeff's not going to need anybody in his team because he doesn't need a goalie because of his defense. Doesn't need a defense because of his midfield. Pretty soon, he's not going to need a midfield because the strikers won't lose the ball. But I love Joe. Joey's world is right. Oh my! All the other teams need to do is break out some carrots in the sidelines to distract your team. Got a lot of rabbits on that sideline there.
It's true. Charlie's now focused on changing his team.
Right.
No, I'm just filling in my chart.
Yeah, I've been doing the same here, and now I don't even know which picks are mine and which ones are not. I should use a different colored pencil here or something. Oh man, yeah. So midfield, I am so mixed and matched here on my defense. On my midfield, it's insane. My defensive mid, I have the Beast. The Beast, again, who's quick, who's agile, and is not afraid. So he can sit back, he can attack too, play his position as a defensive mid. But if you need him to go up, he's got the moves to get up there. Outside, again, because I like using my defense, which was very flimsy, very, small compared to everybody else's. But they go up. But on my outside mid, I have Gaston on one side.
Wow.
And I have Hercules on the other.
That's strong
Yep.
wickets there.
Some strong midfielders.
Strong
We're
wingers.
not afraid. I play a lot of outside ball, a lot of outside crosses for my team. So I needed some guys with some strong legs to get those balls into the middle of the box. My attacking mid, if he can control the ball, could be very talented. But he destroys a lot. So, and that's Stitch. If Stitch can control the ball and not ruin it, he's got some talent. He can feed those strikers if he can control himself. But we might like somebody else said before, we might run out of soccer balls. But as long as we have one to finish the game, that's all that matters.
Love it.
That is my midfield. Welcome in, Mike Wheeler. Thanks for being here, buddy. Appreciate it. Yay! Finally, the beast. Finally, yeah. Everybody's had the beast, I think, already once, right? I know that was mine.
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
Stopper.
Charlie has it. Charlie has it.
No, Charlie hasn't had. Yeah, no.
The beast.
Yes, Donna Stitch. Stitch. He's agile. He's quick. He's sneaky. You need a sneaky attacking mid. Somebody's got to feed those balls to their strikers. Everybody, welcome in. Hey, you got the AC right. All that's gone. It's all good. Donna finally got her AC working not too long ago. I know it's good timing because it's warming up down there. Jeff, we got plenty of time. We're already getting to our strikers and then the extra stuff. How was the drive down? How's Florida? I know I didn't ask you earlier, but
I went out for 2.5 miles this morning already. It's beautiful here. It was 65 when I went out this morning.
Wow.
Nice. Sun's out.
that's supposed to be a high today. 65, 68. So
You could just.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take it too.
You see the sun.
Me three.
And you got the smell, the Florida smells, right? You know that Florida smell.
I do.
The dew.
We had this discussion last
on the
week.
grass.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love that smell. Well, I'm
Nice.
glad you guys made it down there safe, and you brought, you brought everything you needed down to the house except for a pizza cutter. But,
No, we
who
don't have
needs
a
a
lot
pizza
of
cutter when you got a knife? And that knife Angela had can cut more than the pizza.
Yeah. You don't realize what you don't have. You take for granted the things. We've been running to the store like every day. Oh, we need this. Angela didn't bring any towels. She's like, I thought you brought towels the last time you came. I said, I brought a towel for me. I didn't bring it. So,
Mike Wheeler, good morning, my lovely Dizney. Don, absolutely amazing, outstanding. It's Joey's World. Yes, Mike Wheeler, thanks for being here. All right, guys, we're an hour in almost, and we've gone through defense, goalie, midfielders, getting to I don't find as the most important. Like some people that really don't know the game, think, the strikers, you need your strikers. That's the important part of your game. Me, I've always been my defense. Defense wins games. You can win a game 1-0. A lucky goal by somebody on the team, and your goalie can punt it a mile and score a goal. Defense wins games. But we are getting to those striker positions now. Actually, let me ask you guys now. Let's go around real quick. What do you think is the most important position on a football team? Dan?
Well, I would disagree. I would say goals win games, but I think for me the most important position is the goalkeeper, because he is that guy who will win or lose games, right? He is that guy who needs to be on top of his form. He needs to have his reach. He needs to be able to move like there's no tomorrow. And not only that, he has to have really good sight, right? If there is, say, a direct free kick, he needs to be able to make sure he's ready for that shot taken by the other team. If it's an indirect free kick coming from different directions, he's got to know that goal inside and out. And not only that, he needs to know how his defense play, how he's going to get the ball up the field, and he needs to save every single shot that comes towards him. He may have a quiet game. He may have the busiest game of his life, but for him, it's all down to him. he can't let that ball get in the goal. So for me, goalkeeper is by far, for me, the most important role. So
I would have to agree with that. I don't believe that any one position is more important than other, but if you're singling out the most important position, it's the only one that's pretty much you can have something acting like a solo position, like an individual. It would be the keeper. The rest of the team, you have to act as a team. You play as a team. You win as a team. You lose as a team, and you have to support each other. You have to know each other's positions, be able to fill in if someone's out of position, be able to play stuff. You have to have smart players. But if you're going to have someone that is somewhat of an individual at any point in the time, it is the keeper, and you have to need a smart keeper. You need someone who's not a dolt, who knows when to pull themselves out when they have a concussion in the Champions League game, and not throw the entire trophy away. But yeah, I would agree. Keeper is very, very, very important. Thanks for getting my reference, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah, somebody's still feeling that pain, huh, Charlie? I know I text you right away. Let's not even go back to that game. Disaster. Jeff?
So, when I play a 4-3-3, I think the most important position on that team is the stopper. I put my best player as the stopper. They're offensive oriented. They bring the ball up the field. They set up the plays, but they're also back on defense, clearing everything out. So it doesn't have to get to the sweeper and the defense. That's where I put my strongest player, stopper position. They direct everybody where they should go. They're the manager out there when they're out there.
Yeah. See, you use the stopper. Mine's the sweeper. My sweeper is my captain 90% of the time. For the last couple of years, she has been. And, she, like you said, she sees the whole field. I know, that's left more for the goalie, but I like the goalie concentrating more on the ball and the sweeper more on the field. With, of course, having an eye on where the ball is, but she is seeing more of the field than what the goalie is, in my opinion. So I use her for that. But like I said, to me, defense wins games. So I put when if you lose a game here and there, and the goalie comes off, with her head down. To me, she's the last resort. So to get to her, you got to get to everybody else. That's what I've always told them. And she's got to concentrate. She's got to save a goal that's 30 feet wide by 15 feet high. One person. Granted, they're probably the biggest athletes out there to be able to do that. But, to get to that position, it's got to get by everybody else. So that's all I meant about defense wins games. You got to – excuse me. But yeah, I my strongest players have always been my defenders. That's just the way I've coached and was taught myself. So, Dennis, welcome in, buddy. Anybody else pop in? Dougie's here. Dougie Walter.
Dennis.
Dougie.
hey,
Good morning. How are you, Dougie?
Yes, football.
Yeah, Dougie's not a big soccer fan, a football
Welcome
fan.
in, Dougie,
He told me straight out. He's like, yeah, no thanks. I asked him if he wanted to come on. I was going to have him on, but once he said no, not a football guy. Okay. We'll leave it at that. We'll have a Little Mermaid stream, and I'll get him and
Is
Patrick
anyone in Scotland a football guy? Really? Come on now.
well, it's funny you should say that. Celtic and Rangers, one of the biggest rivalries I'd say in the world.
That Celtic team.
Hey,
I was playing. Steven Gerrard, he's head coach of the Rangers.
Celtic and Rangers are probably got the most violent rivalry in any sort of team rivalry in any sport. Like, there is more rivalry than, say, the Red Sox and the Yankees. It gets full on violent.
Come on now, hold on.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No, trust me.
The Sox and Yankees have gotten pretty violent.
No. People have you research the history on Celtic and Rangers fan interaction, and you'll see how proper. I'm not going to go all negative Nancy on it, but it hasn't ended very well for hundreds of people.
Wow.
Oh man, yeah.
The pick
Celtic. I remember watching a lot of Celtic games. Amy, welcome in. How are you?
Hi, Amy.
Should do a female character team. Well, we've had some females on our team already. We're not leaving anybody out. We're not discriminating anybody. I've had a female already. Yeah,
I've got girls on my team.
I do, and I haven't had yet, so I'm kind of giving away my strikers, but we'll get there. So let's get into the strikers. Dan, what you got?
So for me, this is the perfect striker team. I don't think anybody can really compete with this. You got one person who is exceptionally quick, someone who can run an obstacle course, no problem. She never gives up on anything. She will always do what she thinks is best. She is a police officer. She is Judy Hopps from Zootopia. I mean, if you want to talk about someone who is able to bring that ball anywhere towards the front of the goal, she's able to do that. She's quick. She's fast. She's able to catch people very quickly. She's able to also come back and support her midfield if she needs to. And she's also able to support what I think will be the greatest striker, I think, of any team. One player who will never, ever miss, and that's Robin Hood. Robin Hood will never miss. If he is an amazing archer, clearly he has amazing sight for goals. He will not miss. And also, Robin Hood, not only is he my striker, but he's also my set piece maker. So if he's taking a free kick, he will get to Judy or to any of my defenders who's tall, able to head that ball into the goal. No doubt, Judy and Robin Hood have to be in my strikers because you got a brilliant contrast there. And they're also supported by Mulan and Tarzan and Aladdin, who are my wingers and my center attack mids. You know, it's perfect right there. Like, that is quintessential, brilliant striker team right there. No need for anybody else. Don't need a third striker there. They are perfect as it is. I'm done. 5-0.
Mic drop.
Mic drop.
Mic drop with a 5-0.
5-0.
Oh man, Charlie, I'm sure you could beat that. Come on.
No. Actually, I agree with one of his choices as they matched one of mine too. Yes, I had.
Must have been a rabbit. For some reason, you like the rabbits.
As for those of you who didn't see the beginning, yes, I'm running a 4-3-3 rock and roll football team. I also agree. Robin Hood is one of my strikers as well. You know, pinpoint precision. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need to hit those corners. You need to hit those spots. He's gonna need to be your set piece taker as well as your penalty taker too. You need to place that ball in exact positions, right? So I have Robin Hood as my right wing ringer. I have Aladdin as my left winger, and of course the man up front. You have to have this guy. He is football. He is Disney football. Come on, you cannot have a football team without having this guy as your front man. Okay,
Mike Wazowski, he's a bull.
I am talking about the big man himself. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine. Mickey Mouse is up front. All right. So you have Robin Hood. Yes, you have Robin Hood. This completes my third connection, which I was talking about throughout the series. The Fox connection. You have Nick Wilde, Robin Hood down the right wing. Fox is there. They are brilliant. They're smart footballers, you know. And Mickey, oh, I've lost my ears. But Mickey, you know he's going to do everything. He's going to put 110%. He's going to be a leader. He's my team captain. He's going to be a leader. He's going to be out there motivating everyone. And he's the person up front that everyone's going to be aiming for. He's going to be putting all those crosses in. You know, he is the man, as well as Aladdin on the left wing. You know, we know how agile and how sporty Aladdin is. You know, he's going to be putting him in as well. All right, and that's why we have 6 trophies up top here. 6. Thank you. Here. Thank you. You can have your 5 goals. I'll have my 6 trophies. Thank you.
Those ears will help with the headers too. You know, it's like having 2 extra heads up there.
That's right.
to head in the ball. So
You know, you heard
welcome
of
in, Stacy.
the hand of God. These are the ears of God. You know.
Charlie's definitely going for a feline football team.
I want rabbits, tigers.
But I understand why you don't put them on the same wing, because they'll just eat each other.
That's right.
Right. Welcome in, Stacy Herder. Stacy, good morning. T. Marie Photography. Tina, thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Stacy's up. Right.
Stacy's up. I was going to say, yeah, Stacy's
sleeping when I got up. I was like, oh, good. No, leave her alone.
Jeff, you're up, sir. What you got for your strikers?
Yeah. Robin Hood didn't make my team. He was. They found out he was stealing stuff out of the locker room. So
relegation.
We had to get rid of him. We had to get rid of him. He's got no morals. So for my left striker, I have the guy that's elusive, can outrun anybody. It's Flynn Rider. So he's on my left wing.
Nice.
Yes, he's very Aladdin-ish. I was thinking of him too. Yeah.
On my right wing, I have the man himself, the magical man, Peter Pan. So I went with a little bit of. They're not the most athletic guys, but they're quick and elusive, and they can get away from the defense. And right in the center, mainly just for corner kicks, we're going to plant him right in the middle, right on the 18. We're going to try to hit him in the head and bounce the ball in. We have Goofy because he's that much tall. He's that much taller than everybody else. All he has to do is sit there. He's a big target. We're aiming for his head on the corners. Boom, right in the goal.
I'd be worried about which goal though.
Yeah.
We're setting him on the opponent 18.
There must be a Goofy short of how to play soccer.
Yeah, there has to be.
I like it. Oh, I love Goofy right there in the middle.
I love it.
Love it. Hold on a second. I'll get to my Goofy has to make someone's team. I agree 100%. Yeah, I had Goofy on here a couple of times. Again, a couple of scratches. You know, these guys, they come in, or ladies, they come in, they try out, and hey, you can only carry so many on the bench or on the team. In this case, I thought it was only 11, but we're gonna find out soon how many. Charlie's got a whole nother line that he can make switches. Switch one team on and off. My strikers. I went more for personal reasons. I really did when I was doing this list. I'm like, I can't not do this for personal reasons. Being that my daughter, since 6 years old, Dad's been coaching her. I was gonna say she's one of my strikers. She is one of my strikers, but I picked Mulan, for her because she doesn't give up. She a lot of things bother her, but it goes away real quick, and she's agile. She's determined to get done what I have asked of her. So I picked Mulan, and that is my captain. Is Mulan, and I went with Pocahontas, another girl. For my other striker who's been with me since she was a little 6-year-old too. They started together and have been together all through high school. So I went a little personal with this, but another Pocahontas who's doesn't let anything get in her way. They're both agile, both athletic. You can weave around defenders, on set pieces and everything. So yeah, I went, making this list. I started with the top and worked my way down, and actually I started down. I'm sorry, worked my way up because I knew right away I needed my girls out there as strikers. So that's mine.
Love it. Good choice. Pretty good choice.
Yep.
Again, after doing this. And Jeff knows because Jeff's coached. Charlie, I don't know if your daughter played anything in any soccer if you coached her. after so many. Go ahead.
Sophie was central defender. She was kick ass. She was the wall, man. Let me tell you.
Nice.
Very good. I miss
Jeff.
her.
What did your daughter play? Jeff,
what's that? I'm sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
I said your daughter plays. Is that who you coached?
She used to. Yeah, I coached my son. And then I coached. Well, I've been coaching for probably. I don't want to give my age away, but probably close to 30 years. I've coached. I coached my little brother's team when I was back up in Erie. Of course, I've played for forever. Well, I can't play anymore because of my leg injury, but I coached my son's teams. I coached my daughter's teams. I've done a lot of I coached kids that weren't even mine. I coached a middle school that I used to live in. So I coached a lot of different teams.
Yeah. Well, the point I was getting to was my youngest son, the 8-year-old Ethan, he wants nothing to do with sports. He loves reading, loves, doing other things, but not with sports. So, Michaela's going to be a senior next year. Travel team is pretty much done. We didn't get to play it this year because of what's going on. So, it's all coming to an end. I can go coach other teams, other youth teams. The league wants me to stick around, but it's not the same as coaching your own children. And after so long and it comes to an end, you get a little emotional. It's sucks. Pretty, not to use, strong words, but it's been rough knowing that this year could have been a final year, and now to know that last year was, it's horrible. Especially we didn't have a good year. High school team had a better year, but all right, didn't want to get emotional there. All right, we got like 19 minutes left, so head coaches. Who is on that sideline doing the screaming or just sitting back in his suit or with his big poncho jacket on, those big, not ponchos, you know what I'm talking about, those big winter coats. What you got?
Well, I've got like lots of, not just apart from head coaches, I've got cheerleader, manager, coach, owner, and bench players. So should I just do all of those and then?
Sure, let's get it all out. Yeah.
All right. So cheerleader, like I said, although football doesn't have cheerleaders, but I thought it would be appropriate. Kronk, because he's the only thing I think he's one of my favorite characters. And let's be honest, I'm not putting him on the field because he is dim-witted and he'll probably score more own goals than anything. But I think him and his two pals next to him, be good cheerleaders. My manager, the words of wisdom, wise, easy to overlook the pitch like he does on Pride Rock. Mufasa is my manager. I think he'd be perfect. As he said, he says, don't go to that dark, shadowy place. He advised, good advice. Did Simba take it? No. But at least he knows good decisions. And he's good advice, when he comes back in the clouds and talks to Simba later on in the movie. My coach is Goofy. He knows sports, how to play baseball, how to swim, how to, play American football. He would be a great coach. Not necessarily a great player because he's read a lot of books, however, in his weird way. There's only one owner of the club, an owner that is able to buy any player, Scrooge McDuck. He wants the best. Yes, he has a pit full of money and he might not want to spend it all, but he is able to buy, if he knows that he could be the best, there you go. He is able to buy any player. So I chose Scrooge McDuck as my owner. And on my bench, I chose Maleficent, as she is able to, if there's like a free kick against us, she's able to put up that wall that no ball can go over. No way. She's able to put up a wall against the whole pitch. So Maleficent is on the bench. I chose Vanellope von Schweetz, also on my bench, because she's able to dart around and move very quickly and be able to phase, right, with the ball. Very quick player. And I chose, obviously, Mickey as well. Mickey's going on my bench too. solid, good player. But I don't see him. I can't put him in defense. He's not one of my big boys. I don't think he's very quick. He would be probably more of a striker role, or maybe a supporting striker. But I thought that would be quite a good bench too. So that's pretty much my whole team. And I think I'm ready to take the Champions League and defend it against all your smaller teams. It's fine.
Charlie, before you get in there, Corner Sports, welcome in. Tommy and Claudia, thanks for being here. Great friends of ours. Denister TV, thanks for being here. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. And I just saw Griswold Family Vacation. Vacay. Danny, thanks for being here, buddy.
Hey, Danny.
Appreciate it. Denister, again, yesterday for subscribing to us. Thanks. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying what you're watching. Thanks for being here. Charlie, you're up.
Yes, I must. First of all, I have to address a comment that Stacy made. We never yelled at our daughter on the football field. We provided calm advice of how she.
Yeah, I've heard that from my parents too before.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
What are you doing?
Hold on, real quick, Jeff, because you've coached a lot more than what I have, a good 10 years more than me. How many games have you had to stop yourself, or the ref stopped for you to calm your parents down?
Not so much the parents. I've had the ref calm me down a few times for saying stuff that I probably should have thought about before I said.
There are children here. Yeah.
No,
I've had a couple of those too,
when they make questionable calls against your team over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
It
just kind of.
I've
had my share of the ref glasses, saying, "Here's some glasses, buddy."
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I've had one red card and my share of yellow cards, but I've had more games stopped for me to calm my parents down, where the game will not continue unless they stop. So I'm ashamed to admit it, but I've had many more games of that than myself. Crazy, man. Crazy. Go ahead, Charlie. I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy. And welcome in, Surfer Girl. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Sherry, thanks.
So
Michaela. Yes, Michaela's here. My daughter's watching now. Finally, she woke up.
Michaela, welcome in.
Don't
forget to like and subscribe to Carlos's channel, guys. Don't forget. All right, so I was on the same wavelength as Dan in regards to, I bet on my head is finished because I'm the owner, I'm the coach. I'm not the coach, I'm the owner of the team. I want to make sure I have final say, obviously, but my head of finance is the guy who can make money, Mr. Scrooge McDuck. Yes.
Wow, did you draw that? That's amazing.
I was going to say, that's a nice drawing.
That's Stacy's drawing, actually.
Wow.
Yeah, she's awesome. And she also drew the next picture, too. My coach, I picked, for British excellence in coaching, a man who is calm, who is collected. We have Mr. Water Rat from.
I love it.
Water Rat. He is.
I love it.
He's got the look. He's got the personality. He's got the calmness. He's got the foresight. I think he would make an excellent coach.
I love it.
My assistant coach was Jiminy Cricket. I had,
Wow.
I believe he provides solid advice. And again, we have calm coaches. We have guys who who can get the point across. They listen to reason, And again, he's a class act, I believe. And so that's my assistant coaches, my head of finance. Now my backup, my subs. I had I actually put my subs in position subs. So I had my backup striker was Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell was one of my backup strikers. I just imagine her doing a total bicycle, smashing the ball into the net for some reason. Stitch was also a backup striker. Central defenders backups was Pete. He's another big dude, big bad dude. Pete. Little John, I had him as one of my backup central defenders as well. Now, my mid backups for my midfielders were Pocahontas and Mulan, just because of the reasons you guys have said. They're very athletic, they're intelligent, and I believe they would be formidable players, and you need those players that once in a while, if the game's not going as expected, you need to bring in some of those players that will change the game, and I believe they would be able to do that. Mic drop. 6. Let's bring that 7th trophy home.
6 trophies. Well, welcome into Do Philly Crew, Meredith. Thanks for being here, Ron. Appreciate it. And Griswold Family Vacation. Stitch would eat the soccer ball. Yeah, well, Stitch is on my team, and you know, I'll try to control him. But you know, again, that's why they have so many soccer balls on the sideline. So,
Yeah.
Joey's well, it's gotta go and make some food. Thanks for the fun, Lisa, Joey. Thanks for
See you,
being
Lisa.
here. Appreciate it.
Joey.
Thanks. Enjoy your weekends.
Thank you, Joey. Take care, pal.
And I welcomed in Sherry Surfer Girls here. Thanks for being here. Jeff,
Okay.
what you got for
So for team owner, I have Scrooge McDuck. He's got all the money, right? For the coach, I have Buck Cluck from Chicken Little. That's Chicken Little's dad. He's rolling the sidelines. He's telling you how it is. He's got the good advice. For my trainer, I had Baymax as my trainer because he has all the, you know, if you sprain your ankle, you get a bruise, whatever. He's there to help. He's got all the. That's what he was created for, right? So for my sidelines, I have Mickey. You got to have the big cheese on your team somewhere.
Yes, I agree.
I do have Donald on my bench, but he's never going to see the field because he's a red card liability. And then I had Jiminy Cricket, I had Stitch, and that's my bench. So
Nice picks.
Nice. I for one, I have also as the owner Scrooge McDuck for the simple reason, you know, he has the money, that, and he is my all-time favorite Disney character, animation character. Love Scrooge, always
Really?
DuckTales and all the other shows. Love Scrooge.
Scrooge.
There you go. Head coach, I went with Jafar.
Wow.
Loud, mean, everything my players and my parents have called me. I went with I went with myself as the head coach. I went with Jafar. You betcha. I have seen that. I have seen that personally.
Mass murderers as your head coach? Come on.
Yeah, I've been called plenty, So assistant coach, because I gotta have him around me, just because he's him, is Donald Duck. Gotta have Donald around me. Every good idea has gotta have a bad idea, so gotta have Donald sitting there next to you. The guy that comes running, you stand on the sideline, he comes running off the bench and be like, I think you should make this change. I think you need to go sit back down. Gotta have him around. And if he's gonna be around, if Scrooge is the owner, you might as well have Huey, Dewey, and Louie as your ball boys. Running up and down the fields.
Yep.
Gotta have the little guys around.
Yep.
And for a bench, because it's the bench, and how many times do you look at a bench and you're like, all right, you have one of those, you have one of these kinds of players, you have one of those. I got the 7 dwarfs sitting behind me, ready to flip a coin and pick one of them to go play somewhere.
Wait, are you really sure you want Dopey on your team?
Or Sleepy?
Listen, listen. For us, and Jeff will attend to this, for us that have coached youth soccer, we've had a Dopey, we've had a Sneezy, it's the one that doesn't want to play, the one that shows up all dressed, ready to go, stops warming up, and then says, Coach, my leg hurts, I don't want to play.
The kids that's picking the grass, sitting picking the grass.
So I know none of my players are really watching except for my daughter, and I think my wife's watching because I can hear the TV, but we've all had the 7 dwarfs sitting behind us at one time or another as a coach. Shoot, I think I was one, my freshman year in high school and through some of my youth soccer, So that's why it's sitting there. And that's it. That's my squads. That's everybody's squad. I think we're all pulling in the Euro Championship, the Bundesliga, the Premier League, and the Sagres League from Portugal. Had to throw that in there because the weakest league in Europe has a Euro Cup. So I'll take it.
Yeah.
And there he goes. Also, Dan's got one representing Portugal. Love it, guys. Hope you guys had fun with this. I know I did. I thank
thank you so much.
all three of you for coming out with me. I really appreciate it.
That was fun.
Yes.
It was. It was a lot. Again, it was a lot harder than what I thought. When I'm sitting there putting this together, I'm like, this is so much erasing. It's like I didn't know who, where. We got 5 minutes left, so I'm gonna, we're gonna end this the way I always do. I'm gonna give you guys your time to shout out your own channel when you're coming up next, what you got planned for the week. So Dan, you want to go ahead?
Sure. Hello, everybody. DizneyDan is my name. Hopefully, just first off, I'll just say hopefully everybody is having a good weekend and is staying safe and doing well, and it's good to see everybody. And thank you, Carlos, for having me on the show. Disney Fiasco, my flagship show tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern. It's episode 90 of my show, and I'm going to be having Pepper Tree Villa and Jim from More Sunshine Please on. We're going to be talking about Disney movies we guarantee you've never seen before. That is our topic for tonight. So if you want to come by and hang out with me, Pepper Tree Villa, and More Sunshine Please tonight, then please feel free to on my channel. Normally I put up a video every Tuesday. Normally that's either like a top 10 video or an unboxing or something like that, something a little bit different. And then Disney Food Friday every Friday, where I choose a Disney food item, where actually I've started doing something a little bit different, where my members get to choose kind of the item that is going to be, what I'm going to film. So I'm giving sort of my members something for them to do. And then my new show, Nuts About Disney, or Disney Nuts with the Adventures of Gonzo, that is on Thursdays at 5 p.m. We've had Prince Charming Dev and Zippity Doodad as our guests, and we do like a trivia leaderboard. So we hope to build up that leaderboard with as many content creators as possible. And we'll see what the leaderboard looks like and see how well people know random facts about Disney trivia. So that's kind of like, I'm busy. That's me. And so if you want to come by Disney Fiasco tonight, feel free to, and it's going to be fun.
Yes, Dan always puts out some great content, especially the food ones on Friday. Love your Food Friday.
I had a lot of bloopers on Friday. A lot of bloopers. I couldn't stop sneezing. So, but yeah. So that was
awesome. Just want to throw that link up, and I'm sure most of us will pop in tonight on Disney Fiasco.
Thank you,
Charlie.
Hi, I am Charlie, part of the Disney Nerd Herders with my wife Stacy and our son Avery and our daughter Sophie. We do live streams on Wednesday nights for our Not Quite Ready for Prime Time live stream, and Sunday mornings. Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Those are our lazy Sunday morning live streams, which tomorrow we have a special guest on our show. We're going to be going around World Showcase.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
One meal. We must pick one meal from each pavilion. So we're going to be, it's going to be interesting to see who picks what, because I know some of those places I'm going to have trouble. I had trouble picking something that I like, but it should be fun. We're going to have like a meal, a snack, and a dessert. And then that's tomorrow morning. We're going to have DizneyDan on. We're going to have Jim from More Sunshine Please, who is very, very busy guy. He's on everybody's shows lately. It's awesome. And also Ben from Pepper Tree Villa. He's going to also join in with us. It's going to be a fun time. We got some foodies. And, Jim may or may not bring the vegan option. So we'll see. And then Wednesday, we are starting a 4-part series with our buddies, Dougie, Rob Fuzz, and also Jim from More Sunshine Please, where we are going to be ranking the top rides of each Disney park, ranking individually, and then taking the average of our ranking and coming up with a overall ranking of the rides. So that'll be interesting to see what the average comes out to, as in, because I know some people put rides in totally different order, so it'll be interesting to see what the final outcome is of the ranking of the rides. And then yeah, we release videos, we release vlogs on Mondays and Fridays, unless the editor makes a mistake and releases them both on Monday. We had last week.
I saw.
Don't worry about it. Hopefully we get our act together, and Mondays and Fridays. Yeah, so yeah, that's us.
Awesome. Yeah, you guys have been doing so great, and you guys just hit over 1,000 subscribers too not too long ago. Last week, I believe it was, right? Last weekend.
Yeah, it was
Right.
it was awesome. You know, Stacy's
Yeah.
with us being home, working from home. Stacy's been able to jump on a lot more streams that I usually don't jump into, just because I'm so freaking busy. But she's a workaholic, and she's found some new friends that she likes and some new channels that she likes, and she's making a lot of friends. So
Awesome.
shout out to Stacy
Good.
for the growth there. She's been, she has all these new, she really loves Kelly and all these, you know, and all these new channels that I haven't been able to watch as much as I would like to. People like her a lot better than they like me.
No,
that's why we're getting more subscribers.
we love you both.
Yeah, these guys
Only
are
when
great.
you say thank the Phoenicians, I have an issue with.
What do you got, Jeff?
Okay, so hi, I'm Jeff I'm the, I guess, lesser half of This Our Dream with Angela. We go on in about an hour. We go live on Saturdays at 11. We are going to be talking about food today, our favorite topic. By the way, this is from the Italy Pavilion in Epcot. These jerseys are kind of comfortable, so I think I try to get one at every pavilion every time we go. So they do have soccer jerseys, football jerseys. They do have football jerseys.
They don't have a Watford one in the UK Pavilion,
right? Yeah.
We also go live Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern with Myers and the Mouse. It's a show called Dreaming with the Mouse. We switch channels with them. And we're dropping videos, and I think, don't tell anybody, but I'm going to go on a drive today. And you know where.
SeaWorld?
What's that?
SeaWorld?
Yeah, SeaWorld.
No, you're going to see the world.
Oh, I'm going to go
see the world.
I'm going to go see the world today.
Yes.
Maybe I'll go SeaWorld too.
Maybe. Oh, Pam, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it.
Hi, Pam.
You guys also drop videos too, right, Jeff? Weekly?
Oh yeah, well we drop videos whenever. The problem is we couldn't fit our Mac in the car to come down here. We bought a car to come specifically to come down here.
Yeah.
And it didn't have as much room as we thought it was going to. So we didn't bring our Mac that we usually edit on. So I'm stuck on this laptop. So a lot of our film is still like in the iCloud. So we're trying to figure out how we can make our videos down here. But we'll figure out a way.
Tommy says, hi, Carlos from Corner Sports. Yeah, guys, so go check them all out. Everybody's been putting up the links. I appreciate it, Donna, Dan. You all know me, Disney World Freak. Saturday morning streams at 8:30, Tuesdays at 3 p.m. This Tuesday, I'm going to do something on my own. I'm going to try it. I've seen other channels do it lately, so I figured, you know what, I might as well do my own too. My top 15 rides or attractions from Disney World. Just mine. I'll do it on a live stream on Tuesday. I'll go on my top 15. I've seen Steve do it DizneyDan. I'm sorry, Dreamers Empire, the Life Place, Dean, and Jim. Jim just had one on his show, top 15 rides, or attractions. I might do just rides, but we'll see. And lately, I've been dropping videos on Thursdays at 11 o'clock, cooking in my kitchen, just putting some recipes together that I cook at home, and just dropping some videos, trying to get some more content out there for people to watch and get those watch hours up and hopefully get some subscribers up and everything. Besides that, it's what we do. Everybody's been great today. Jeff already said he's on at 11. Dan's on tonight at 7 p.m. local. Charlie, you are on tomorrow. You said at 11, correct?
11 a.m., yes.
11 a.m. And everybody remember, go check out Brandy and Dave today, Gigi's birthday. Go wish her a happy birthday. They're on at 1 p.m. on their channel, Brandy and Dave. I'm sure that's going to be a lot of fun. I'm sure they're going to have a lot of guests. So it'd be fun to watch and say hi to everybody. Besides that, everybody, thanks for being here. Stay safe.
Thanks for inviting us. Carlos.
Thanks. That was fun.
Thank you so much.
Had a lot of fun.
Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Help the time go by, and you guys are a lot of fun to talk to, and thank you. Thanks for all the support too over these months. Appreciate it. And Donna posted, yes, finally have a mailbox, a P.O. box. I'm sorry. Finally decided to go get my own P.O. box. Donna has posted it on there. It's on my description too, my channel description, so you can find it there. So that's that. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay positive. One hand wash at a time, one face mask at a time. We'll get through all of this. We'll get back to somewhat normal real soon. So, guys, until the next time, I'll see you on the other side. See ya. We might be here a little bit, guys. Hold on.
Just smile and wave.
Jeff, you're talking about having bad computers. We're about to go out and buy a Mac. So, welcome to another Saturday, a weekend wake up.
Wait, I've got the perfect sound effect.